to yet another exciting episode of the show, The Farmer's Diary. Today we are right here just after Gweru, where we're interviewing a Brahman and a Tuli breeder, Mr. Philip Reed. He has beautiful cattle, and you should definitely watch this video and learn more about the Brahman and the Tuli breed. My name is Tanyara Zomtizo and I'm your host for the show, The Farmer's Diary.
I'm farming just outside Gweru on the Bulawayo Road. We do pedigree Brahmans and pedigree Tulis. Yeah, we have our pedigree Brahman herd. All these cows are pregnant. We like to try and get them pregnant before the end of the year, so by early January is when we stop our bulling. This is not natural, but I find that the best calves come for those born August, September. October is a bit late for me. What it does mean is I have to feed and maintain the cattle. So we grow 35 hectares of maize and we reap a good crop of silage, hopefully, if the rains are good. It's all dry land. This year we reap about 650 tons of silage, which we will, right now the cows don't need it because they're in such good nick, but we'll start to feed them when the green grass disappears. We'll feed that in conjunction with chicken litter. If you feed chicken litter, you must inject your cattle for botulism. The chicken litter can carry botulism, and that will kill your cows. So most important to vaccinate for botulism. If we can get the cows to calve down, as I say, August, September, even July, late July, August, September, we will then try and get the cattle pregnant by October. We'll start bulling in October, which we do with synchronization. We will synchronize the cattle, as I mentioned before, through the use of seeders, and we bring them into heat at about 2 months after calving. The really good cows will take, but what it does do is it gets the cow system moving for reproduction, and if we don't manage to get the cow pregnant to AI, then we have our bulls that follow up and get the cows pregnant. We at our maximum capacity here on the farm, so I have a very strict regime that if the cattle are not pregnant by the end of December, early January, we call the vet at the end of January to come and check which cows got pregnant. Those that got pregnant are kept in the herd, so that's these cows for this year, and the ones that didn't, maybe that they calved late or something, they then are put up for auction and we get those pregnant. So it's a very harsh and strict system we have, but I believe it brings out the most fertile of our cattle. Yeah, I mean, I don't have to talk on the cattle. Your eyes can tell you how the cattle look. This year has been a very good year because the rains were not overly heavy. Cattle do not like lots of rain, they like green grass and dry conditions, and that's what they've had this year. So they've done much better this year than they did last year, where we got 1400 mils of rain. They suffered a lot from foot rot and all that, but yeah, so we're very grateful for this season. It's been a good one.
Alright, let's talk about the auction, the 1st of June auction.
1st of June auction, I'm putting up 14 bulls, 7 Tuli bulls and 7 Brahman bulls. I think you guys saw those bulls earlier on. We're very proud of those bulls. It's taken us 12 years of intensive breeding with AI, trying to find the best genetics to produce those bulls. So those 14 bulls are up for offer. I then have about 26 Brahman cows, the majority of which are pregnant. There are a few that when we last checked were empty, but we will recheck them just before the auction and indicate whether they are pregnant or not. and the same with the Tulis. The Tulis, I bull about 70 Tuli cows every year, but I only keep 50. And I have done this is my 5th year of doing that. So I'm now selling cows on the auction that have calved 7 times in 7 years and is pregnant. It's very difficult to find a cow on the market that's bred so effectively like that before. We're putting up heifers. The heifers I put up, those are all the later heifers that are born late in the season, and therefore their weights are not as good. We try to target that early calving because when the calf is 3-4 months of age, that coincides with the first rains, and your best grasses come with the first rains. So they're getting green grass. The mother is now producing a lot of milk because of all the green grass, and yeah, those calves get the best of both worlds. So we will wean them at 7 months. They'll be 220 kgs, some a bit bigger, but on average they run about 200 kgs. The other weaners we've just weaned now, they were down at 160, 170 kgs at the same age. So that's the difference between early calves and late calves. And all my best calves come from the early, so we've decided to get all the cows calving early. And so I've been slowly bringing my bulling season back. In 2020 we ended in May. Last year we ended in March, and this year we ended in January. So it's very heavy selection pressure on our cattle, but I think it will pay off in the long run. These are our Tuli cattle. The Tuli cattle is Zimbabwe's own breed of cattle. It was made in this country, I think roughly in the 1940s. An Agritech's officer by the name of Len Harvey identified these cattle as being superior to the local, that they were in amongst the local herds, but through many years of selection we've come up with our own breed. They're the most hardy and fertile of the cattle we have in this country. They're well adapted, and yeah, we're very proud to be able to continue with them. There isn't a cow, no matter the age of the cow, some of our cows are 11, 12 years of age, that has not calved every single year and is pregnant. So every cow here is pregnant and is calved every single year of its life. We cannot say that about the Brahmans, but we can say it about the Tulis. It's because they're so fertile and hardy and adapted to our conditions, having been born in Zimbabwe, made in Zimbabwe. So yeah, these are our proudly Zimbabwean cattle. The sale is going to be held on the 1st of June in Gweru at the Gweru Showgrounds. The sale has been conducted by CC Sales, and it is also an online sale held by Swift V from South Africa. So Swift V from South Africa will come up and host the online side of the sale. We will have a very fast internet connection, and it'll be live. So you can bid online if you are out of Zimbabwe or in Zimbabwe and unable to make the sale. Just get onto your computer and log on. You will need to register with CC Sales. You have to put a deposit there, and then they will then notify Swift V in South Africa to accept your bids. If you can come to the sale, we would love to see you there. It starts at 11 a.m. It's 11 a.m. sharp. Most sales in the country start at 11 and actually start at 12. But because we're online and we have customers from Australia through to America, there's 23 hours of different time zones. We have to stick to exactly 11 o'clock. We do have an offer for those, especially in the diaspora. If you pay on the day of the auction or latest Monday the 6th of June, we will transport your cattle for free. That payment is a US dollar payment. And we will pay the 6% commission on your behalf as well. So there's quite a carrot for people to pay on time and pay in US dollars. Yeah, so all welcome to come to the auction, 1st of June. We do welcome farm visits. Just give us a bit of notice so that we can be around for you to come and visit. I can be contacted on 0773 489 019. That's a WhatsApp number. It's the best way to get a hold of me. I'm not onto Facebook yet or Instagram or anything. But yeah, contact me through that. Yeah, as I say, we welcome, we like showing off our cattle to people. We're proud of them. And so, yeah, and I find that people can come from any walks of life. As long as they've got the common denominator of cattle, those two people will get on like a house on fire. I don't know what it is about cattle. You can't do that with a crop of maize or a bunch of pigs or something like that. But with cattle, people tend to bond a lot better. I don't know why it's like that, but it's one of those things.
That was yet another exciting episode of the show, The Farmer's Diary. Do like and subscribe to our video, and do share the video with your fellow farmers so that we can get more likes and more subscribers. As you have seen, Mr. Reed has so many cattle. Please do come to the auction and do buy your cattle from him. My name is Tanyara Zomtizo, and from the crew behind the scenes, follow our social media handles, like, subscribe to the video. It was great seeing you again.